In today's video, we are sharing this really paid China TEFL internship where you actually get to travel to China and then enjoy your internship over there and also be paid for that. So that's something very unique, which an opportunity does not come too often. And in this manner, you're actually getting this opportunity, being paid for it, and also, of course, having a great time overall, whereby living and teaching in colorful China for 5 months, the memories that you'll have will definitely last with you for a lifetime. So that's something which we wanted to share. The direct link to this page is there in the description of this video. You can simply click on that and get to the same page yourself and review all of the information that is provided over here. And see, everything is very, very clearly spelled out. So there's nothing as such where you're left guessing that what you're getting or what you're not getting, but pretty much everything that you would require to know, need to know is there. Like, for instance, you actually have 140 hours of online and classroom TEFL training. There's orientation and full support throughout. There's 5 months of practical teaching experience. And of course, you're paid. And how much are you paid? You're paid 2000 RMB, or about 200 pounds to $60 at the moment, monthly teaching living allowance. On top of that, once you complete, you get a 2500 RMB, or about 250 pounds or $320 at the moment, completion bonus. The group size is about 100 plus. And then the trip details are also very clearly mentioned, whereby day one you actually fly to Beijing, day 3 to 9 welcome to China, where you jump on a high speed train from Beijing to Harbin. Then you continue your teaching experience from there, and after teaching you get your bonus and you're off to your back to your home country. And in terms of places where you'll be teaching, they are varied. They include Chengdu, they include Zhejiang, they include Sichuan, they include Liaoning, they include Hunan, they include Jiangsu and Beijing. So, these are all the places which are included where you'll be teaching. And in terms of information about this trip, see what's included. You get 140 hours of TEFL training, you get advice and pre-departure preparation, you get visa support, airport pickup and transfers, orientation week in Harbin, tour of Beijing, Mandarin lessons, accommodation and weekday meals, 5 months teaching experience, and the monthly living and bonus as mentioned, ongoing in-country support, certificate and reference on request. What's not included, that's something you need to be very clear about. The flights are not included, your visas and visa administration fees are not included. A police check, which is essential, is not included. You must get yourself verified so that, see, everyone's assured that you're a law abiding citizen. In terms of budget, you should budget yourself approximately 20 to 40 pounds, or about 30 to $55 a week. Travel insurance is, of course, essential not only for this trip, but anytime you travel abroad, you should always ensure that you're insured. And let's look at your eligibility criteria as well, because we don't want people all over the world to just jump on the gun that, okay, yes, this is what I need to do. See, what you need to be fluent in English. You need to be between 18 and 45 years in age. You need to be a native English speaker, mind you, keep this in mind, with a passport. So it's not just a claim that you're a native English speaker, but you need to have a passport from the UK, Ireland, USA, Canada, Australia, New Zealand. So only passport holders from these countries would be eligible and not others, no matter how good your proficiency in English. It might seem a little discriminatory, but then otherwise, see, this is to filter out, too many applications, number one, and also the credibility of folks from other countries who, even if their English language proficiency and overall comprehension of the language is actually very good, they may not have that credentials, they may not have the reputation. You also need to complete your high school or secondary school and be ready for an adventure teaching English abroad, which you're probably very well ready already. What you don't need is prior teaching experience. So even if you don't have prior teaching experience, you don't need to worry. You don't need to have a university degree. You don't need a second language as such. Okay, and also let's look at what all you need to organize. These are some things which you need to get sorted out before you go. So don't leave it for the last moment. Firstly, of course, you need international flights. You'll need return flights to Beijing Capital International Airport, or PK. Visas, which cost approximately 150 pounds or $200 for an X2 student visa, which would be valid for 180 days. Then there's a visa administration fee, which costs about 190 pounds or $270. In-country partners will advise and assist. You might recall that is something which you was there as far as assistance is concerned. Then there's police check. You must carry a clean police check. For the UK, you'll need to pay approximately 25 pounds for a disclosure Scotland. Other countries, you may consult your local police department. Cost will, of course, vary. The budget in terms of, see, what all do you need to cover? You need to cover costs for extra meals, excursions, etc. See, about 20 to 40 pounds, about 30 to $55 a week should suffice. Travel insurance, as we mentioned, is of course essential, and it's not just about traveling to China or traveling for this, but anytime you travel abroad, it's always good to have travel insurance with you because you never know anytime anything goes wrong. So you might as well be prepared, and travel insurance helps you with that. And in case you require some assistance, what we've done is we provided links to possible travel insurance entities that you could partner with and make the most of as well. Overall, this is something which you should definitely consider because, see, getting to travel to China, getting to possibly getting to any or all of these places, that's something which is on the minds of so many folks out there. And see, these links are also very useful in terms of getting this particular guide. Any questions that you have, you can always ask. You can check out the available dates. And of course, once you've reviewed everything and you're mentally prepared and otherwise all good to go, you can just go ahead and book this so that you'll be able to make the most of things. Overall, when you already have that passion for teaching English abroad, this is something you should definitely consider and possibly make the most of.